Why was the Nether Fortress built? Are there actually ancient Minecraft gods? And what else has Mojang been hiding from us? Starting with, have illagers been stealing souls to spawn the warden? Hold up, how could illagers even extract souls? And I thought the warden was made out of skulk, not souls. I mean, look, they even share that same dark bluish color except for the chest. Wait, what's that pulsing in the chest? That is a much lighter blue. And wait, that looks really familiar. I've seen this before. Guys, if you know where this pulsing comes from, let me know in the comments below. And is that a face? I think that's a face. Look! It looks like a screaming face. But there's only one other block that has a face in Minecraft. And that block is soul sand. But they can't be the same, right? I mean, that soul is brown and the one in his chest is clearly blue, and yet somehow I still feel like I've seen a blue face before. And I reckon it's the particles that soul sand sometimes make when you walk on it. We can actually test to see those particles if we grab ourselves the soul sand enchantment and chuck those on some boots. This will mean that anytime we run over it, we should get those soul particles. Put that on our feet, and let's see what happens when we run across. You guys seeing that? Look at those particles. They start off brown, but then they turn blue. Hold up, but do they have a face? I can't tell. The particles don't last long enough. Maybe rewind the video, guys, unless... No, I have a better idea. We can use a command to just spawn an absolute ton of these particles, right? 250? I think that's enough. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at that. They start off brown, and then the souls turn blue. That's the same blue pulsing in the warden's chest. But wait, does that mean the warden is really made out of souls? But how could the illagers have created him? Maybe Google can help us? Theory, what do the illagers want? I don't know. There's just so much information here, and I don't know what's fake or what's real. Luckily, I found an AI to search through every single website and create a report of the most important information. The problem? This AI is extremely slow. But while I was waiting, I discovered another mystery. Is the Nether Fortress just a boring old structure, or does it have a dark history? I always thought the Nether Fortress was built by piglins or wither skeletons, but this chest proves me wrong. You see, while there are some items you can find in the Nether, like bones or obsidian, these items, you can't get them here. You can only find them in the overworld. I mean, look, this golden horse armor, there aren't even horses in the Nether, and I can certainly tell you a wither skeleton is not looking after them. But then, who would build these structures, and why? After looking closer, I realized that the Nether Fortress was a lot more mysterious than I first thought. Most of the overworld structures have unique shapes and detailed interiors, but this is just bridges that lead to nowhere. And these 3 random rooms. Firstly, this room with a single lava well in the middle. But why would the builders of the Nether Fortress place lava in there when the entire Nether is literally made of lava? The second room has nothing but nether warts. Now, people often say they are only found in the Nether, but actually they're only found in this fortress, which suggests that the builders of this place also created nether warts. But why? Don't we have enough plants in the overworld? And the third structure, blaze spawners. But what even are blazes? And why would the builders of the Nether Fortress make something that would attack them? I began my research, and what I found was shocking. In 2010, a user by the name of Malcolm402 put out this tweet claiming that blazes were just trapped villagers. Now, at first, I didn't think much of it. You know, maybe it's just a kid making up stuff. But then I looked at this person who replied, saying that he might be the first person to figure it out. And as I dug deeper, turns out this guy is an ex-Mojang employee. And it seems like he admitted that this was real. And what's even more interesting is that when Microsoft bought Mojang, he didn't get re-employed. Could this be reason, or was he just a bad employee and I'm making scary out of nothing? But I feel like this is still fake. I mean, look, this dude looks nothing like a villager. Is there anything else that could be similar? Wait, that sound. Wait. Listen to what happens when I hit him. Okay, I know this might be a stretch, but it almost sounds like a villager taking damage, just a bit
higher pitch
or lower pitch. I'm not sure. Listen again. Here's what the original game file sounds like. Oh, yeah, it's just this first part that's tripping me up. And since I think it's just a villager sound that's been made higher pitch, we're gonna try and reverse this by using a manual pitch correction process. And I'm gonna bring it right down about negative 280 cents, which is like a pitch type of measurement, I think. All right, let's listen to it again. There, I heard it. Listen to that. I wish we could get this down in like slow motion here. You can literally hear like a villager down there. There it is. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy and I'm just making up stuff, guys, but I can hear a underneath all of the whoosh sounds. And if that is true and it is a villager sound, just different, then maybe there's other things that make the blazes similar to a villager. The answer is yes. Killing a blaze drops blaze rods, but according to the official Minecraft wiki, it's actually called relieving the blaze of its rod. Does that mean that the blaze is trapped by its own rods? But it still just doesn't make sense why the builders of this fortress would trap villagers and turn them into these monsters. I mean, what can you even make with blaze rods? I suppose the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, blaze powder, and then you could use that to make Eye of Enders, but not much else except, wait, there's one other thing. Brewing stand. They could use these to make potions, and that makes sense because villagers trade potions, but why would they need them other than to, well, get rich? That's it, I've got it! The potion of weakness. This is their cure. When a villager becomes a zombie villager, you splash this on, give it a golden apple, and it heals it, turning him back into a villager. And that would explain why there are also nether warts here, as well as the blaze guys. This entire thing, this whole nether fortress, is it just a giant factory produce potions of weakness? So, if the villagers were trying to stop zombies from infecting them, could they have built this fortress as protection while they created the cure? That could also explain why wither skeletons only spawn in fortresses. What if these guys were one of the experiments gone wrong? And wait, I just had another idea. Maybe that room with the singular lava pool, this was used to experiment with potions? Wait, you know what's even scarier? I just realized something. Mojang knew about this experiment this entire time, because whenever you enter a nether fortress for the very first time, you'll get this advancement. A terrible fortress, and it really is that. It's a terrible experiment gone wrong. But that isn't even the strangest theory. Because did you know the Ocean Monument has actually been built to worship a god? This theory might sound crazy, but I'm telling you, if we jump in the portal after you kill the Ender Dragon, you'll see that Mojang has been hinting about Minecraft gods since the very start. And if you read this conversation, it is clear that two people are talking about you, the player. Look, I see the player you mean. It's EYstream. Yes, it has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of this game. It just seems so obvious. It's like they're talking like they know everything, as if they created Minecraft, which makes them some kind of god. But then how are the Minecraft gods connected to this? This Reddit post explains everything. These aren't just ocean monuments, they're actually ziggurats. These were massive structures that were built by ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, and Babylonians in order to worship their gods. Now, this theory actually has gotten so much attention that even MatPat made a video on it, but I want to dive even deeper and solve this mystery. I mean, look at how similar these things are, and that's not even the start. You see, ziggurats were made up of mazes to protect all kinds of treasure with a center room like we have in an ocean monument that protects gold. But if this theory is true, then why aren't aren't the ziggurats in real life underwater as well? Well, it turns out they actually were. You see, these structures had stairs leading to the top so that ancient kings could reach safety during the floods, which suggests that maybe Minecraft oceans used to be a lot shallower. But you see, they actually were. They weren't made a lot deeper until the aquatic update, which is also the same update that ocean monuments were added. You see how this is all adding up, guys? It's crazy. So maybe like the gods are, inscribed into these blocks or something. There's got to be another clue. Maybe it's like this pattern here out the front has something to do with the Minecraft god. Do these blocks? No, none of these blocks have any evidence about a Minecraft god. And wait, what kind of god wants sponges? Like, I get the gold, but why sponges? And who even built these monuments in the first place? Was it the drowned or was it the Guardians? It would make sense that the Guardians built this place. After all, they're the only ones who protect it. And you're not able to mine through this ocean monument because of the mining fatigue effect that you get from the Elder Guardian. Is that because this place is sacred to them? But then how could they have built it? I mean, it's not like these dudes have hands. All they've got is these lasers. Unless they use their lasers. And the more I read about the Guardians, the weirder they got. Guardians don't actually drown, no matter how long you leave them on land. Now, this could just be a bug. After all, Mojang is known for them. But then how come these other ocean mobs, like fish and pufferfish and dolphins, they eventually drown and die? So what makes Guardians so special? Did they used to be on the surface?
To find my answers, I bought Mojang's official book on all things mob related, the Mob Bestiary. Reading through this book is absolutely fascinating. Look at how much information they have for something as simple as a pad. But in all my 10 years of playing Minecraft, I have never learned so much about simple Minecraft mobs, or even the more creepy ones like spiders. But have a look at this drawing. It looks completely normal, and all of them look normal except for one, and you can already guess what that is. The Guardian. Now, at first, it's actually kind of exciting because if we look at the information, it supports our theory as the protector of temples. And going lower, it says that the Elder Guardian is some kind of protector of the temple. So that supports our theory. But take a look at this image. It's absolutely terrifying. There is some sort of computer machine technology. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, look at that computer chip inside of him. It's like from the future. This technology doesn't exist in Minecraft unless it came from a god or this was created by some sort of ancient civilization.
And truthfully, I don't know. We know that the Guardians are created from some weird technology and that they protect the ocean monument, but beyond that, there's not really any evidence that they worship anything or if there even is a Minecraft god. Oh my gosh, guys, I am exhausted. You know what? I'm gonna call it a day. But as I went to shut down my PC, I got a notification. The AI, it's finally done the report. So we already know that the warden is made out of souls, but now we're about to find out how the Illagers created it. Turns out, this wasn't the first time Illagers created their own monster. They've been capturing mobs ever since they were added in version 1.11. And you can find these innocent souls at pillager outposts inside cages like these. See, we have the Iron Golem and the Ally, and if you actually look at, I don't know, a Voker or a Vindicator or a Pillager, any of the Illagers, look at their faces. They look really similar to the Iron Golem. And what's even worse, these Vexes, see, look, they literally look like allies. These are literally like evil versions of the ally. And the Vex looks just like a soul. But why are the Illagers creating their own monsters? Are they trying to destroy the villagers or something more evil? Or maybe even collect enough souls to open a gateway to another dimension, like the Deep Dark? But those are mysteries for another video. Thank you to all of these guys for making today's video possible. You're my new favorite EY Mega fans. If you want a shout out, just click the join button below this video, scroll down and click EY Mega Fan.